Let's kick it off. A big welcome to the NEAR Hackathon the NEAR Hackathon finale. It's been a long journey to get here. We've had Educate series, we've had boot camps, and now officially we are at the hackathon. And it's great to see some of the people that have transitioned from the boot camp into the hackathon and that are here in the finale as well, which is great news. Just kicking off what is going to happen today. We're going to have a couple pictures from the 10 top projects within the NEAR Hackathon. There's some amazing projects on display. So I really hope you enjoy all of the pictures. I'm really excited for them. The pictures are going to be 3 minutes long, followed by a couple Q&As from the judges. The judges are going to be Shashi, Sherif, and Louis from Octopus Network. So welcome to all of you. After the pictures are done, the judges will go into a break room with myself and Anji, and we'll quickly decide upon the winners. Well, the judges will. I'll just be there coordinating, and then we'll come back and kick things off with the announcement to end it all off. Just the plan of action for today. Obviously, we're going to have the hackathon overview really quickly. Then we're going to have the pictures in the next 5 minutes, and they'll go on for about an hour or so. Then we'll go into the judges, and while we're in the break room, we'll actually announce all the partner winners afterwards as well. Sorry about that. And then we will, and then basically we'll crown the overall winners, and then we will go and enjoy the long weekend. If you have a long weekend, if you don't, I'm sure it'll be a Friday, so things will be on looking on the app as well. Just a quick little thing about a little slide about Encode. Encode is a Web3 learning community. We host educational series such as an Educate series, boot camps, hackathons such as this, and accelerators. We work with some of the leading protocols within the Web3 space, such as NEAR, and it's such a privilege to work with NEAR as well. We're going to hand over to Anthony really quickly, who is the CEO and founder of Encode, just to say a couple words.
Hi everyone, first of all, big congratulations for getting this far to the final. I've had a look, as a little sneaky peek at all of your projects, and honestly, the standard is absolutely wow. We've been actually very pleased to be able to support NEAR on their journey for a few years now. Maybe Jake and Andre can answer the question in chat. I remember NEAR involved one of our first hackathons, actually our second ever hackathon Encode did, and to see both the growth of the NEAR ecosystem and the quality of projects that you guys have produced is absolutely outstanding. I can't wait for your pictures. This event is the culmination, and well, not the culmination, is a step in quite a long journey. We started this really with our NEAR education series, which was going all the way in like last winter, last autumn even. We've also had a brilliant NEAR bootcamp, which a number of you took part in, that Sherif led, absolutely fantastic 2 weeks of programming. And finally, we had this hackathon, 4 weeks, a little bit longer, 4 or 5 weeks of you building online in an incredibly motivated and engaged fashion. And again, the quality of project speaks to your caliber, and we're delighted to be hopefully, fingers crossed, following this with a wonderful accelerator as well to help you, all the best projects, go to the next stage and become fully fledged startups on NEAR. We look forward to supporting your journey. I'll say a little bit about that during the judging period, about how we can support your journey from now. And this is not but a step in a long journey, but a very successful journey. In the meantime, I don't think we should delay hearing your wonderful pitches any longer. So Jake, we're going to hand back to you, and let's keep going.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I've got 1 or 2 more slides, and then we'll jump straight into the pictures. First of all, what are the opportunities that are going to arise after doing this hackathon? I think the main thing is you're going to use the skills that you've learned in the workshops and that you've learned just through practical experience by working on the NEAR protocol. So keep on building, keep on coding, keep on doing whatever you do as a dev. And what basically happens afterwards is you become an ambassador for NEAR. You're working now on the NEAR protocol. So you just stay on their Discord, keep chatting to them, keep going to the events, just keep active within the NEAR ecosystem. And then you also become an ambassador for Encode. So stay on our Discord, keep chatting to us, keep looking at the other programs we have up. I'm sure we're going to be working with NEAR in the future, hopefully. So just keep within the system. And then there's also a great opportunity for you to be hired within blockchain, within Web3. We have an awesome head of recruitment named Laura. She might chat to you a little bit later. And so just either ping me, ping Anthony, ping one of the Encode teams, and hopefully we can try and get you a job afterwards as well. And it's a great opportunity to get some funding. Encode has a bit of a fund called Encode Invest. And hopefully this will be a launch pad to maybe get some investing through there, or maybe get some grants through NEAR as well, or maybe through some other routes. Moving on, I think a huge thank you has to go to NEAR, to Sherif, to Shashi. Thank you so much just for your support throughout the hackathon, throughout the boot camps. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute privilege working with NEAR. And obviously this has not been possible without NEAR. And thank you so much for your generous prizes as well. There were a ton of NEAR ecosystem partners involved. We absolutely loved working with them. Aurora, Ref.finance, and Flux, thank you so much. A big thank you must go to Mintbase and Roketo for hosting your technical workshops as well. They were so insightful. And thank you so much for your generous prizes that you have put forward. So what was the NEAR hackathon? It was basically a 4-week hackathon. It was your chance to build on an extremely popular protocol, and it's extremely popular at the moment as well. It was a chance to build in Rust and to code in Rust. That was so exciting. And I think it was the following of the Educate series and the bootcamp, and it progressed into something really special. So thank you so much. And kind of the prize structure, I guess that's why everyone is here. We had, this is for the NEAR kind of challenges. We had the Getting Started challenge. We had the Web 2 to Web 3 challenge. We had the Open Track challenge as well. And also there's, for the Open Track challenge, there's a couple of runner-up prizes as well. So let me not leave it any further, but let's get straight into the pitches. I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys are too. So first up is BeesWax. Nick, are you ready?
Yes. Hello. Thanks a lot. Really excited about this whole thing. Getting as far as that is amazing. So as you mentioned, the project is called BeesWax. It's a multiplayer, real-time, competitive PvP game about growing colonies and collecting tokens. A couple of words about myself. I did this solo. I've been doing games for quite a long time. Did great projects in my career, but now trying to focus more into integrating blockchain into game dev, and that's how I got here. A bit more about the project itself. As I mentioned, it's a real-time PvP strategy simulation game. The games are played in matches, which usually don't last more than 10 minutes. Players stake the equal amount of tokens, and which are distributed evenly on the map, and then players develop a colony to collect those tokens back. And the faster they do this, the better they do this, the more tokens they will get away with. This is roughly how it looks like. This is probably end of the game kind of situation when the colonies are quite big. You can see there's like a hexagon hive-like situation, and there's tokens put into sort of clusters with this NEAR logo on it. And yeah, as I mentioned, the faster you grow your colony, the more tokens you'll get away with, and the more you win. To help yourself with the actual gameplay, you can buy and use some NFTs in the game, which directly affect your performance and therefore increase your chances to win some more tokens. This is a short video about how it looks like. Before start of the match, I'm going to mint a couple of NFTs. The gameplay effect of each NFT is randomly generated and stored on chain. So you can select up to 3 of them before the game starts, and the total effect is shown in the right bottom corner. So when you're done selecting those, you can select a tier of the match, which defines the total stake and the potential magnitude of winnings. Then the matchmaker starts, and when the other player does the same thing, you would be put into a match. Yeah, so the game starts with a relatively small cone. You got like 4 bees running around, but then the queen starts to lay eggs on the cells, they get fed, and new units start to appear. Harvesters start to harvest the token from the points of where they were distributed. And eventually your colony grows to bigger sizes, which would be shown right now. Here we go. And you start clashing with your opponent. That's where your warrior units would be useful. Yeah, and basically the point is to grow fast and get as much tokens as you can. So this is the game over. You got 450, which is exactly half of what was staked. So probably I was not very good at this game this time. Yeah, and the roadmap for the project is to first of all move everything onto the server to make it server authoritative. Right now it's more like a hybrid situation, and utilize the NFT system a bit more, specifically add some sort of a hero units, potentially through some sort of avatar system, which would improve your gameplay and make some sort of a better impact, as well as adding active NFTs into the game, which could be used by the players to make the gameplay more spicy.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nick, for the presentation. Thanks to the BeesWax team. Shashi, Sherif, Louis, are there any questions?
I just want to say that looks absolutely amazing. Next level.
Thank you.
No questions.
Thank you.
No question from my side. Hi.
I'm not sure if it's a good sign or a bad sign. Okay, but thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Nick. I think it's a good sign. Next up is DoNFT.
So my name is Arseny. I'm lead of DoNFT team. We make protocol for bundling few NFT with generating new content based on the bundled content of bundled NFTs. So we're four of us is me, Daria, and Natalia, and Matvey. Matvey is our front-end, Daria is our data scientist, and Natalia our artist. So we're trying to solve the problem. There's a few NFT, the old NFT collection which lose the hype. They just storing on the wallet and nobody use it. It's just like collections. And we want to provide some kind of gamification mechanism when we issue some set of modification which you can buy and bundle the original NFT with modificator NFT and get new NFT. One of the example is animation, as you see. Other example is, for example, changing background, stylization, and all this stuff. So the benefits for collections is a new hype of collection. You earn more money, creators earn more money, users get new mechanics and get new fun, and marketplace get your fee. So, and how it technically looks like. We have two original NFT. We have special prepared smart contract, which we locked origin NFT, and with ML engine or other type of algorithms, we generate new content based on the bundled NFTs. And then you have new NFTs where the original NFTs are locked. And if you want to change your decision, you just unbundle the original NFTs and get back. So technically, we prepared blockchain part. It's a bundle contract at NFT contracts. We prepared backend and some kind of interaction with the IPFS. So how it looks like? Okay, let's try to see. So we implement simple interface which allows you to generate, create, and approve NFTs. And now we can see how we generate new NFT. Sorry. Okay, let's do in lifestyle. So it's a live working. I work in MVP. So we choose an NFT which we want to add effects. We choose in effects. We submit button. We add some meta information. Push up confirm. Let me show how it looks like in the end. Then you see the results of the bundling as this one. So we put the stylization to the original NFT, and this you have a stylization NFT. And then you can just unbundle it and get it back. So we already launched it on testnet of Ethereum and Polygon. During the hackathon, we launched the testnet of the Near. Our plans to add more modification, deploy our smart contracts and system to mainnets, and creating MVP for Solana. Thank you for your attention. Any questions? And we're also in the progress of getting rising around. Okay, I can add some few comments if you have time. So our protocol allows not generating only content from the pictures. It allows to create some modifier from audio or for any type of contents, and it also allows to provide some bundling mechanics. For example, for gamify. For example, you have NFT about armor and knife, and you bundle it with it's together, and after bundling you have NFT of the set, and you can use it as the single one NFT and calculate and interact with the single NFT, for example.
I have a question about randomness of this project. So if you pick a fact or some picture, is the result is every time is random, or
it depends of setuping of effect processor, because you can set up it then in the same inputs you have the same outputs, or can set up it in the same inputs you have every time you have different outputs. It only depends on the effect creators. So okay. in this demo we create in the same inputs different outputs.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to the next pitch. It's Ape-Fury. Stefano, do you mind taking over?
So Ape-Fury is all you need to kickstart your next project. First of all, the team is just me. My name is Stefano, and I'm a software developer. And this one was my first Web3 project, so we can move on. Okay, so what's the problem? ICO are a great way to raise some money. Unfortunately, they present several problems. For example, they are centralized and vulnerable. A solution can be found in IDO. IDO stands for Initial DEX Offering. And basically, you can think of this like an ICO, but on a decentralized exchange. In this way, project doesn't have to pay a fee to be listed on the exchange, and they don't require anyone permission. So what is Ape-Fury? Ape-Fury is a SushiSwap fork for the Aurora network. On top of this fork, we have integrated two features. The first one is an ERC20 factory, and the second one is an IDO tool. So now I got a quick demo. Let me know if you can use the audio. Token factory. From here, non-technical funder can easily create a token. For example, let's say hello Encode. So now the smart contract is working. Okay, nice there. From here, we can import our token from MetaMask. Once this is done, you can see our token here. Okay, and we can create an IDO campaign with our token. So let's say hello Encode. Like for the early adopters, swap pool, how long the campaign will. So let's confirm this one.
A few moments later,
we will find something like this, and this is our IDO campaign. Once the campaign is over, we'll find our token here. For example, this is a token that I created some time ago. Okay. That was the demo, and this one is the Ape-Fury IDO workflow. That's pretty simple. Token creator can lock some ERC20 token in the IDO smart contract. Early investor can join the IDO with some wrap and near. Once the IDO is over, all the wrap and near and a portion of the ERC20 are used to create a pool in the DEX, a liquidity pool in the DEX. Once the IDO period is over, this is the formula used to calculate the ERC20 token price. And this one is the roadmap with the future of Ape-Fury. I think the DAO generator at the end of the campaign is the most important things. And that's all.
Thank you so much, Stefano. We'll open up to questions to the NEAR team and to the Aurora team, as it was both challenges involved.
I have a question. So you mean all the NEAR raised in the events will be put in the liquidity pool?
Yeah.
So that the team, the IDO event host do not get any capital.
Sorry?
They do not get capital. They do fundraising, right?
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
they
the
do
idea
not.
is the token creator just take the liquidity token from the DEX. That is form of reward. And early investor can take the other RC20 token as a form of reward. Is that what you mean? But the idea behind everything is when you create a token, the price of the token is 0. So you need to find a way to increase the price of that token. And I think the idea behind everything, behind all these things is let's find a way to make the token price not 0 anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if
I understand your logic, but yeah, but I see that the ideal initiator do not get do not get funds that they need to maybe to for development or testing or community building. So what is essentially an IDO about?
Next up is Aurora in Telegram. Alexei.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alexei, and I'm going to present you my hackathon project that allows users to send their funds from Aurora blockchain to Telegram Messenger and vice versa. I've built this project as an experiment, how to expand Aurora ecosystem to one of the most used messengers in crypto community. This bridge between blockchain and Telegram allows anyone to send Ethereum directly to other users inside Telegram Messenger. Basically, my goal of this project was to bring crypto payments to Telegram and make free and instant payments to help other developers to build their crypto-based projects right inside a Telegram ecosystem. Just a bit about myself. I am full stack developer with a lot of experience in web development, and currently I'm looking how to apply my knowledge and skills to bring crypto to mass market. Back to the project. Off-chain crypto payments in Telegram mean fast and free transactions and ability for users to build their own bots with crypto support. For example, users can pay for paid channel subscriptions or sell digital goods right in the messenger instead of doing on-chain transactions on our blockchain. Here is my demo. This video shows that my project already works on Aurora's main net, and anyone can send their Ethereum to their Telegram account and then transfer funds to anyone in Telegram. As you can see on the screen, I just made a deposit of some Ethereum right to my Telegram and then sent this Ethereum to myself as a demonstration. Next to the description how it works. So in a nutshell, this bridge works pretty simple. Users goes to the website, authenticate their Aurora wallet, like MetaMask, then authenticate their Telegram account, and then they make a transaction to blockchain contract. And right after that, user gets their Ethereum to Telegram. And to withdraw funds from Telegram, user goes back to the website, clicks on the button, interacts with the contract, and releases their Ethereum back to on-chain wallet. My future plan for this project to implement payments API to support both developers and allow users to make invoices to other users to request crypto payments for any digital good or completed work.
Thank you so much. Yeah, are there any questions?
Is there a possible solution to ensure the assets put into this system safe?
So just a few words about the safety. Of course, the off-chain accounts and storage works in a regular SQL database. It's linked to the user IDs in Telegram. But when you deposit your funds from on-chain to Telegram, there is a security tokens. So there is no link between your wallet ID and your user ID. So there is no information how your wallet is connected to your Telegram ID. And when you do withdrawals from off-chain, from Telegram back to the blockchain, you need to put an encode basically in Telegram bot that allows you to get your funds back. So there is like some like very simple security, but I think it's enough for now for just for this MVP.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alexei, for the presentation. Next up is DecentraJobs. Eamon, are you ready?
DecentraJobs is a decentralized freelancing platform built on top of the Near protocol, built by myself. Eamon, I'm a full-stack mobile and web developer with almost 3 years experience. The most problems with freelancing platforms are fraudulent attempts. Like there is no way to make sure that the owner of the project will pay you once the project is completed, as well as slow fund transfers, as funds need to go through a third party before being received by the freelancers. On top of that, there is high fees imposed by the websites as well. Solutions are to secure the funds within the contract the moment the project is created. So there is no way to back out of the project once it is ongoing, as well as instantaneous payments. When the project is completed, the freelancer will automatically receive money onto their Near wallets, as well as the low fees. Currently, our platform has no fees. This is a demo. So when our project on the platform, people can create profiles as well as fill in their portfolios. And all users are allowed to create projects as well as browse all available projects and apply to any project they fancy. Once the application is done, they can complete the project and all funds will be transferred directly, instantly to their Near wallets. On Aurora, currently our platform has no chat. To implement a chat in order to allow the users to interact easily with the platform itself, as well as in chatters where custom offers directly to users. There is also milestone payments where a percentage of the total of the project will be paid once agreed upon milestone is hit, instead of waiting until the project be completed, as well as teams where allow the users to form teams together and apply the project as a unit. And that's it. Thanks you for everything. Thank you for listening.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Over to the Near team for some questions.
Oh, how to determine the freelancer have finished the project.
Once the freelancer,
who will decide? Yeah, who will decide? Sorry.
Once the project is completed, the freelancer needs to upload their work onto the project, and once it's complete, the project owner will have to complete the project. There was also an idea of implementing voting to prevent a mislead between either the freelancer or the project owner.
Yeah, it's a pain point since it cannot be proved on chain, and it needs some curation process. Yeah, but it's hard one. But yeah, a very interesting topic in decentralized context.
Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next team. Anna, are you ready with Nearest?
Hi, I'm Anna. I'd like to present to you our project. It's called Nearest. I'm from Curse. We are a digital studio and also art and NFT lovers. So we built an app which offers a way to find out the actual value of NFTs based on unbiased public opinion. There are hundreds of marketplaces and thousands of tokenized artworks. And sometimes it feels that there is no objective way to find out what's going on with NFT market and what's the real value of NFTs. our team addressed this issue, and we have built a voting app, which is also a game. And here how it is working. You can log in with Near Wallet. We are using testnet now because we are at the demo stage. Then you choose one of the curated pools provided by a marketplace. There are a series of artworks. You can vote and play at the same time by continuously picking the best one of two. The pairs will not repeat, and the new pair will be generated from items less voted so far. You can swipe left to right or choose to skip if you feel divided about it, pretty much like in Tinder. If your best matches everyone's best, you get the prize. However, you can see the pool results at the end of the voting day. So I'm showing you the admin panel to see how it works. Here is an NFT list and the winners list. Our voting method based on ranking of pairs and ELO algorithm, which was celebrated in social network movie. We gamify the process and encourage voters to continue voting. And all this is driven by a smart contract. We believe that with nearest everyone is a winner, there are benefits for all marketplaces, buyers and artists. Now we are at the demo stage and we have some technical issues to solve. First of all, we want to improve our UX of creating and editing pools and assigning pool prizes to invite marketplaces to try our demo, to show them our demo. And the other ambitious goal is to simplify onboarding for newcomers, because we believe that such an app could be an entry point for those who are not in the NFT world yet. This is it for now. Thank you for your time. You can see everything on our website, and we are ready to answer your questions.
Thank you so much, Anna. That was lovely. Over to the NEAR team.
So what is the motivation or incentive for voters?
Voters can win a prize. The prize is gets from the marketplace, and the winner is those user who did the best guess. Who is the winner on the who is the best on the list? So those who guessed the winner takes the prize. So this is play earn by playing mechanics.
You mean that they get the prize? Does that mean they have the option to buy in this NFT at a certain price?
No. You can buy the NFT, you can go to the marketplace and buy it, but the motivation is to get the prize from our game. Because every pool has a price.
Oh, yeah, I see. So there should be a token by you from the protocol and issue to the voter who choose the right NFT.
Yes, okay. Exactly.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Anna, thank you so much for the presentation. And Fluxus Finance, are you ready now?
Yeah. All good then. So I'm Kale in a beautiful afternoon here in Brazil, sunny day. And I'm here to present you Fluxus Finance. And just out of context, everyone knows that DeFi is super hot. Throughout 2021, we saw a lot of growth. But at the same time, near native DeFi is still just starting. And when you compare like on DeFi Llama with Aurora and Near, you can see that Aurora is way more expressive and Near is still taking baby steps. And at the same time, the aggregator markets is on the rise, taking more market share, more volume. And you can see here on the Beefy Finance, like they reached more than 1 billion TVL multiple times. So Fluxus, we're the first near-native yield aggregator, auto-compounder, and yield optimizer. And our goal here is to maximize user profits with the best DeFi opportunities across the space with a very simple UX and minimal interaction. You don't need to monitor, you don't need to accompany your investments. It's all handled through the protocol. What we've built, first of all, a yield aggregator built on top of Ref with router integration. So users don't need to exit our UI to interact with Ref, can just handle it by itself. We created the UXU token, or the Fluxus governance token, to be used in our own farms and liquidity mining programs in the future. We created an auto compounder with very optimized gas costs, and we can achieve very short compounding periods as well, like up to, I don't know, like 15, 20 seconds. Of course, we're running back testing to see what's better for mainnet. And last but not least, we created vaults, which are pretty much single-sided strategies that you can have a little algorithm of, I don't know, you just deposit near, and then you can create LPs and farm it directly. And our differentiating factors here is that we're very efficient, especially when compared to Beefy, even on fast chains, because we're on near, so it's all green, it's very cheap and fast. It's very modular as well. So if we needed to integrate other DEXs and other farm opportunities, we could do that without that much hassle. It's very customizable. So our vault contract, they can also implement complex strategies with lending, with hedging. It has really no limits. It's just about, you know, managing the risk. And in the end, it's very easy as well. So your grandma doesn't need to download MetaMask, you know, use an exchange to send funds. It's all very simple, and you can start earning in a few clicks. On the other hand as well, we're not just building TVL. Our protocol really provides value, and it's a solid project. So it brings in revenue as well that we're willing to share with our community and, you know, kickstart the DeFi ecosystem. And last but not least, we also are implementing near-native Aurora calls. So we can tap into the Aurora TVL. So we're also building like the Fluxus Aurora version, so we can wrap all the other aggregators and bring that liquidity over. This is just like a high-level overview of what we've built, but the main components here is just like the UI, and we also have a backend service that makes the application more performatic, and it's all connected through the RPC. And on the blockchain, we pretty much have the vault contract and the farms contracts that we created our own, but we can also integrate any other farms. And let's move over to the demo. So our time is short, so I'm not really going to be able to showcase everything, but here's just an overview of the farm section. And as I said, we built both the farm, the Ref.finance farms, and also our own. And you can toggle that and also individually claim your rewards. And here's where the magic happens. We have the vaults. And as I said, these are single-sided strategies. So here I'm going to showcase, we're just going to stake some near, and it's going to automatically go to the DAI ETH pool and auto compound it. So yeah, it's pretty much DeFi in a few clicks, very fast and very performatic. And this, like in less than a minute, you can also see the results, you know, 63 cents a year. And of course, it's not a real farm, but this is pretty much it. So yeah, thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Any questions?
I think this one is really awesome. But would you please explain that, yeah, how you can integrate with Aurora from a native near smart contract?
Yeah, so this is very experimental, and it's something that we're also talking with near folks, you know, from Proximity and from Near Foundation as well. But pretty much we can like have kind of a keeper interaction that if we have our contracts inside Aurora and this contract is wrapping all other aggregators, we can kind of send over triggers with the correct data formatting and use that to kind of execute predetermined tasks. So let's say we have a vault that on Aurora that's connected to Beefy, and we can just send over a regular near transaction that will kind of, you know, just claim the rewards and send it over to a predetermined address. So it's kind of just simplifying the interactions, so it's not something double-sided and very complex. And then we can just do like pretty simple transactions to interact with that. But that's very experimental, and it's not something that we built for the hackathon. is something we're building right now.
Well, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the presentation. We'll move on to Far Away Swap.
Okay, so hello everyone and welcome to Far Away. Far Away Swap is a decentralized exchange platform meant to be your money saver when swapping tokens thanks to a combined swap algorithm. Now for the team presentation, we are a team of international students from INSA Engineering School and Lyon 2 Institute of Technology based in Lyon in France. We are also members of Cryptosphere, one of the biggest French university associations around crypto and DeFi. Okay, join here.
We've been working on a solution taking the most of existing exchange solutions. Most DX platforms use either an automated market maker, also known as AMM, with liquidity pool or an order book for token exchange, but both have disadvantages. An order book is an illiquid market where finding matching orders can be difficult due to large bid-ask spread and low trading volumes. A pool model causes high slippage for large orders, but also make possible to swap tokens even with small pools. The slippage relies on the liquidity pool size of a certain trading pair, which needs to be 100 times greater than the size of the order to keep the slippage rate under 1%.
So these problems could be solved by implementing both models at the same time. That's exactly the idea behind the algorithm of Far Away Swap. And powered by NEAR, we provide 1,000 times lower transaction fees, fast, simple, and secure swaps. Our key feature is our combined swap algorithm. So we've made a detailed research on how these market models behave in different configurations, separately and together. And based on all these simulations, we have developed an algorithm that solves the disadvantages of our market when it's not liquid, and then lower the prices when it gets liquid.
Okay, great. So now demo time. So now, So we're gonna walk through the functionality of our application and see how it works in detail. So first of all, we're gonna connect to the application. Next, we're gonna create the limit order. So we create the two fungible tokens, BTC and ETH. We enter the price, the amount of tokens, so Bitcoins to sell. We hit sell, and we're gonna confirm the transaction. So now it's confirmed, and let's move on to the pool. So here we have some classic features like adding liquidity and swap. For a simple token exchange, we have three strategies actually. So we have a market order. It's like Binance on Coinbase, but in a decentralized way. We have also like a pool, like on Uniswap or other DEXs. And also we have a combined one. So you may have already heard about the CoSwap. It's an application built on Ethereum, it is working according to a similar scheme. In contrast, our application is fully on-chain, thanks to the scalability of NEAR blockchain. So now I let Gustavo present the roadmap.
Okay, so to speak roadmap, the end of this quarter will be dedicated to the final improvements to the contracts. In the next quarter, we will focus on the deployment of the beta and audit before a planned release on the mainnet in the end of 2022. Thank you for your attention. Make sure to have a look at the project at farfaraway.search.sh, where you can also find our white paper.
Thank you so much, Far Away Swap, for the presentation. Next up is Tales of Unsolved Mysteries.
Okay, so hello everyone. We are here to introduce you Tales of Unsolved Mysteries. This is a blockchain point and click game developed by Mateo Roballo and I, Giovanni Beltran. Mateo in particular have experience with pixel design, software engineering, and game designing. And I have experience with software engineering, software architecting, and gameplay programming. In the last 7 years, we have been creating a lot of experimental indie games of different genres for platforms such as desktop, web, and mobile. And about 1 year ago, we started getting interested in blockchain technology applied to video games. What we discovered is that most of the blockchain games uses a lot of grinding and farming mechanics to deliver rewards to players. We didn't like that too much, and we didn't think that's the only way to do it. So we came up with two main different design ideas. The first one is delivering NFTs as achievements, as is common in traditional console games. And second, use a legacy game mechanic, as is done in legacy versions of games like Pandemic or Risk, where any action taken by a player will affect the game state permanently. So we created a desktop video game client, which connects to a server that monitors and validates any player actions in the game before synchronizing with the blockchain. We can see that in the demo. So once we enter to the game, we can customize our character with different pieces. Some of them will be premium. And then there is a lobby screen. In the player's turn is assigned, and they must wait until it's their turn to play. And in this gameplay, we will see how a player unlocks the engine room and earns an NFT for doing it. I know it is a pretty simple challenge, but it is only the first one. We have designed more than 40 NFTs for this chapter, and this NFT will appear in the player's wallet alongside with a memory NFT. This is another kind of souvenir for players' participation. The next player who enters the game will see this engine room door already open. So that's the idea of the legacy mechanic in play. So our goal is to finish development in the next 2 months. We have already completed the smart contracts implementation and all the interactions for the client, server, and blockchain, but we are still working on the game content. We want to launch the game on mainnet and check how the reception of the players and community is. And if the game is successful, we can launch a new chapter with more ideas that we have in mind, such as allowing more than one player at a time, mysteries created by other players, using in-game clients as a kind of validators, and finally, evaluate how to convert the game server as a kind of oracle. Yeah, that's all. If you have any question, please reach me out. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Giovanni and Matteo. Yeah, over to the NIA team if there are any questions.
Thank you.
Just a quick comment that these projects are really next level. I'm every single one of these projects that are being demoed right now, I'm shocked at the level of sophistication and quality that's coming out here. It's really remarkable. Congratulations to everybody so far.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sherif, for that. And we are on to our last pitch. That is Cattery.
Hi, everyone. We have built a decentralized clubhouse known as Cattery using Near and Akash. We are a team of 3 engineers with experience from working in companies like Tendermint, Polygon, and Certic. We have an invite-only app for creators where each creator can invite 2 other creators. Each creator can also create a fractional pool of his NFT to form a membership-based community. Each of our NFTs are generated using a machine learning-based GAN model and are unique in nature. For joining, a new creator first needs to stake some WSK tokens, after which he can request an invitee NFT from an existing creator. The staking has been done to avoid any duplicacy of addresses. Now, for the audience, the creators can create fractional pool of their NFTs. The pool tokens can be purchased using WSK. As more and more creators and audience join, demand for WSK drives up. This is how our tokenomics works. Now, let's have a brief demo. Here is our Cattery's homepage. Now, since I'm already a creator at Cattery and have 2 out of 2 invitee NFT left, which can be seen here. So I will send one of these NFTs to a new creator who wants to join the system and has already staked some WSK tokens. I will send it. He has staked some WSK. He already has WSK in his wallet. He has been invited successfully. After joining, the new user can create a fractional pool of his NFTs. He will go to the create pool section. He will create. And now let us head to the wallet to see the pool tokens. Yeah, here are his pool tokens, which can be distributed among his audience. Now, a creator can create a room, and the streaming services are supported decentralizedly by Akash network. Now, someone who has pool tokens of that creator can join his room and interact with him. Our roadmap is to build a distribution system for airdrops to followers in Q2. In Q3, we had with a mainnet launch and an NFT marketplace to trade of NFTs and tokens. And in Q4, we will implement Filecoin's libp2p for decentralized streaming. That's it. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much, to the Cattery team. Over to the NEAR team for some questions.
How the Akash network fit into this process? What the function of Akash play in this process?
Since our to build a clubhouse like platform, we want to head with a P2P streaming service. So in ideal format, we will be implementing Filecoin's lit P2P for it. But currently, our streaming services are hosted by Akash Network in a decentralized fashion. We use their servers and put our APIs there for building a P2P voice-to-voice chat.
Well, so what is P2P streaming? It's a room, right? It's a let's say a conference room, and how to implement a conference room in P2P way.
So currently in the current model, what we have done is we have the Socket.io WSS stream. So on our front end, so we have currently a backend in which we are on server. So it is currently the streaming part is fully centralized. So there is a Socket.io website for Socket, and in the cache we are storing the map of all the room IDs. So for one room ID, we are storing it this is the active room, and when it is active and we get the request, we are redirecting it to the other user after checking he has the tokens. So the backend server, we had deployed it on Akash itself. So even on deploying it on Akash, it doesn't make it the streaming process whole decentralized. So what we think of doing was use libp2p for making the streaming part decentralized, which we didn't figure it out in the duration of hackathon. So we put it in future scope.
Thank you so much to the 10 teams that presented. That was absolutely amazing. That was so efficient as well. And thank you so much to Louis from Octopus Network on asking all those insightful questions as well. What's going to happen now is Anthony is going to put us into some break rooms. That is the 3 judges, myself and Omji, and then we're going to quickly decide upon the winners, and then we'll be back to announce the partners winners, as well as the NEAR challenge winners as well. Thank you so much for being here. Anthony, over to you.
In a minute, I will put you guys in and to get started with the judging. And then guys, so just FYI guys, so from here, judges is going to go to a separate room to decide the winners, and then we're going to come back and announce all the prizes. I'm going to talk you through some general stuff about Encode, what's coming up next, future opportunities while they do so. So judges, I've opened the room up. If you should get a nice little thing pinging you to go and head over there. So well done. First of all, guys, congratulations on getting this far. Most importantly, there's brilliant presentations. This is actually our second hackathon final of the day. So I think one of you were in 2 finals as well, which is even more impressive. So congratulations on getting this far, and for all your huge contributions. I always say this, you are so early, you guys, in the grand scheme of things, and particularly in the NEAR ecosystem that's really taking off at the moment, and you stand kind of perfectly placed to kind of take advantage of that. And there's 2 basic broad opportunities after the hackathon. Well, 3 actually, but I'll talk about briefly now. One will be announcing a NEAR accelerator where you as finalists and pretty much anyone who took part are strongly advised to encouraged to take part, and we'll kind of hopefully prioritize you for a place in that. That will be announced very shortly and take place in the coming weeks. So that's first thing. This we give you kind of basically help you go from being a hackathon project to being a kind of fully fledged startup and raising funding. Second thing is Encode, as mentioned by Jake, has a dedicated investment fund, Encode Invest, that wants to invest. I don't think we have a NEAR investment yet, so we're very much looking forward to backing something from this hackathon. So we will be in touch with the people we can think might be appropriate bets for us to kind of invest right now. We also have a fantastic network of angels, most of which you've already been told about your projects, and we will be shouting loudly from the rooftops on Twitter and Medium thereafter. Cool. So the other thing, guys, is we do a lot of recruitment work, helping people get jobs after finishing programs in Encode. As I say, a lot of you have now been through quite deep education from all the way from the bootcamp into the education series, into the hackathon. And so that's months of work. So you're in a good position if you do want to get a job, to get a job. And we highly encourage you to do so. If you want to get a job, I'm not the person, but Laura, our brilliant head of talent, is. In any events, apart from that, guys, there is not audience facing, unfortunately. It's not something we do. We're going to take it on board. Okay, sorry, no problem, Shashi. We take it on board. We'll take it on board for next time's event. You can see I'm slightly distracted because I'm seeing a little commentary coming from the judging room at the same time. I will let anyone have any general questions for now. Otherwise, we're going to put the elevator music on, guys, and wait for the judging process to finish. If you do have any questions, please do. Okay, will there be more boot camps? Yeah, we are planning. Hopefully we'll expand them so that to onboard more people in their ecosystem. They do a lot of work goes into them to keep the quality high, but yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Hello.
Hey, Nate. Great to have you with us. I'm going to pin you to the screen and let you announce the Mintbase prizes. We will announce all the other prizes, guys, after the judging period.
Neat. I'm not sure if he's on the call, but a really interesting one done by Ian Griggs, who created an NFT ticket redeemer piece. Really fascinating little world where you can redeem tickets without really doing any chain transaction. So it's more of you hit a QR code and then it sends a bunch of information like the block timestamp, the signature, the time. So the idea is that if it's an outdated NFT, that you can get in without having to actually go through and do a transaction. So super interesting. What's really neat about it too is you can do the quick little piece and you can see whether or not it was traded beforehand. So we've been doing ticketing for quite a while with a lot of bits, and it's really hard to get around this route of, because I remember when we were doing ticketing for our VIP piece, we gave everybody the NFT, but nobody actually had near to do the transaction. So they would come in, they would have the NFT because we would send it to them right after booting up a random wallet. And then the actual transaction would go nowhere. So doing just a real quick, hey, yeah, you have the NFT, you are the owner of the NFT. It has been created and generated within the last 30 seconds was a fascinating piece.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you very much, Team Mintbase, for their great prizes and being involved in this event. We are still going on the judging for the hackathon. So not sure yet. Hopefully towards in the coming months we'll announce another one like this, Encode near hackathon. NFTs. So there was a few logistical issues that delayed them. You are very much, if you've done the program, you are scheduled for an NFT. It's in our system. We just haven't built them yet. We've done everything. There's a weird issue, but you 100% will get one. It's pretty much everything's done. We expect that to all be announced in the next few weeks. It's taken much longer than expected for some various logistical issues, but on the back end, you 100% are down for NFTs. You will be getting them. Can I share some stats on the hackathon? Yeah, I can. I don't know how official these are, but I can use some internal analytics quickly. Over 100. In fact, well over 100. About 120, 130 projects were submitted. So you guys being in the final dozen or so is extremely impressive. So yeah. So a few more minutes, guys, I'm told, so be patient, and then we will be able to announce the winners. So what I can do in the meantime is announce some of the getting started winners who will be receiving a very nice bounty for their troubles. The exact amount, I think, will be confirmed, but it is linked to how many challenges you completed. So the following have all received at least one bounty for the Getting Started challenge. These are, please forgive me if any names are not said perfectly, but Aqil Al-Ahmed, Abdul Raif, Abdulaziz Salihu, Abdul Gandhi Adeleke, Aishat Akinyemi, Alberto Marcial, Amelie Chan, Anakit, I'm actually going to say the musical, Anakit Nugare, Carlos Guimaraes, Chuk Rubuka Kingsley, Florian Rascusier, Jordan Hon, Ian Griggs, Ivan, Ned Viklebuov, Gia Lee Lee, Joseph Iferi Ebin, Louis Cosno, Louis Cabral, hopefully not going to get this wrong, Merdan Aslan, Michael May, Mubarak Ola, this is unfortunately a very tough name to pronounce, Mubarak Olan Rejayu, Nate Nicola, Alabenga, Aulu, Ren Quadros, Riley Cook, Ruslan, I'm not going to say a second name, that's way too long, Sahid Lukman, Sai, Tarukumli, Shai Charan, Satyan, Sergey Kashimov, Solomon Wu, Sophie Chen, Tevrat Aksoy, Tahib Alede, Valentin Ria Bukanovenko, Vladimir Buina, Wahid Lahal, Yusong Hu, and Yuhao Zhu. So please forgive me if any of those names were completely butchered. Of all of those who've won at least one Getting Started challenge, and depending on how many you did actually submit, we have a record for which of you, and those will be sent to you thereafter. So what I am also going to do at this point is announce the Aurora prize winners. So the judges still need a couple of winners, and I will, if you bear with me, be able to announce those. So I'm delighted to say that the Aurora winners, we have 3. In third place was Project Stable on the Aurora side, winning $1,000. Congratulations, Project Stable, $1,000. In second place for Giving Fund was Yu Sung Ho. So again, congratulations, second place on the Aurora Challenge for you, 2K. And the first was NanoGigs, 3K for Melvin Wong's team. So NanoGigs taking home the Aurora top prize. So we are still waiting, everyone, for the overall prizes. Again, I think it's quite hotly contested. So we thank you very much for your patience, and we should have a result in the near future. I've been told to shill our big Amsterdam event that is happening next week. We're in Amsterdam. We'll be doing a lot of physical events throughout the next few months. We'd love you to be there to join us. If any of you are coming to Amsterdam, we have a dedicated day of education with Herdal. It is open to absolutely anyone. Everything from intro to blockchain to how to fundraise to how to get a job, we'll be doing in person next Wednesday in Amsterdam. Vanessa will share the link. We'll also be present in Miami for Permissionless, Austin for Consensus, and many other places in between if you want to come join us. Paris also in the summer in July. So hopefully we see you face to face at an Encode in-person event. We love as if you do tweet, guys. Tweet during the final tweet. That's how I don't know, we've had a good time, really, and we will definitely give you a retweet from the main account. If you tag at Encode Club, we will happily give you a retweet as ever to help increase your profile. So if you tag me, I'll give you a retweet as well. So do tweet if you're biding your time.
Sorry about the delay.
Oh, they're going. They're back.
We're back.
It was very difficult. Everyone is so good.
We have announced all of the Getting Started, Aurora Mintbase. It's all just you guys for the final prize.
Well, there's some exciting news. That was really difficult. I find Sherif and Louis did an unbelievable job, and Omji for facilitating. Thank you so much. So what has been decided I think as a result of the quality of projects that have been submitted and really unable to make a decision, basically there's going to be 7 runners-ups that each receive $1,500. And that's just as a result of the quality of the projects that you have submitted. So unbelievable work. Congratulations to all the hackers. Congratulations to the top 10 projects. Yeah, so it's going to be quite tough to go along the runners-up, but I'm going to announce them so far. So the runners-ups are BeesWax, DoNFT, Ape-Fury, Aurora and Telegram, DecentraJobs, Nearest, and Far Away Swap. So congratulations, massive congratulations. It was just so tough to actually decide upon just 5 run-up, and so we've gone for the full 7. Yeah, so in 3rd place is Tales of Unsolved Mystery. Congratulations, unbelievable stuff. Tales of Unsolved Mysteries was a phenomenal project. Congratulations. And in 2nd place was Fluxus Finance. Also, UI was unbelievable, and we thoroughly enjoyed kind of seeing your demo and your pitch. And in 1st place is Cattery. Congratulations, huge congratulations. That is unbelievable. We absolutely, we thoroughly enjoyed your project, Sherif, and Louis thoroughly enjoyed your project, so congratulations. And I think we're going to hand over to Anthony to close it off.
Well, a big thank you, everyone. Again, so pleased to be able to thank you for the generosity of Sherif and Nir for, well, generosity of time and support first and foremost, and also generosity specifically in the kind of final to allocate those prizes. I mean, everyone is a winner today, which is something we'd like to say with cliche, and now we can say accurately as well. So congratulations all of you, particularly to the overall winners for a fantastic job well done, and a big thank you to Sherif and Shashi and the Nir team, who behind the scenes are phenomenal, particularly with us. And this would not happen without their support. I remember the first conversation I had with Sherif many months ago, and to kind of be here now after a great hackathon and seeing all the work you guys have done on the back of these programs is fantastic. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. There's going to be a big twist coming up in the next hour or so. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute ride. Well done to Jake. So he's also done 2 hackathon finals in sequence today, because by some weird quirk, the StartNet one was just before this. So he's an absolute Trojan. So well done him. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, and we'll see you.